Good day, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to another exciting edition of the Sharks Academic Competition. Today's contest is a knockout contest that will be held between St. Thomas Aquinas and St. Peter's Senior High School. Before we get into any of the details, my name is Patrick Stephenson and I'm going to be your quiz master for today. We would like to get to know our candidates representing both schools. I will start with St. Thomas Aquinas. If you can all introduce yourselves to us.
I'm Sampana Nama Manase.
Nekori Henakuna Kwame.
I'm Kelvin Arapides.
And then we go to my left, we have St. Peter's Senior High School.
Caleb Duty, Obey Michael, Tokbo Tewia.
Nkansa Kojerik.
So we have Nkansa Kojerik, Tokbo Tewia, Obey Michael, and Duty Caleb representing St. Peter's Senior High School. Now, at the beginning of every round of the contest, which is going to be over 4 rounds, I'll read rules of engagement. Each school will have a maximum of 3 minutes within which you answer a series of questions. The questions will number 8. Every question attracts a correct score of 10 points. If you answer correctly, you get 10 points. If you answer wrongly, there are no deductions and penalties at this stage of the competition. I'll start off with the school to my left, and that will be St. Peter's Senior High School. Your time starts now. Who is the first woman in Ghana to become a university professor? Yes, in Cancer, Eric?
Professor Abena Dolphin.
Professor Abena Dolphin, that's correct, for 10 points. Where in Africa can we find mountain coffee?
Tanzania.
I am sorry, Tanzania is wrong. The correct answer is Liberia. Where do we have Africa's oldest football stadium? Yes, in Cancer, Eric?
Egypt.
Egypt, I'll give you the mark. I'll give you the mark for that. I'll give you the mark for that. Where was the first African Cup of Nations tournament held? Yes, in Cancer, Eric? Egypt is correct for 10 points. Egypt is correct for 10 points. Which African country is also called the Grain Coast? The Grain Coast. Yes, in Cancer, Eric?
Malawi.
I'm sorry, the answer is not Malawi. The answer is not Malawi. The correct answer is Liberia. Who is the Central Regional Minister of Ghana?
Honorable Kwame Duncan.
Honorable Kwame Duncan. The Akwamus moved to settle at Asamankesi. Under which leader did this happen? Yes, Eric?
Answer Sasraku.
Answer Sasraku is wrong. Answer Sasraku is completely wrong. Your final question, what is the capital of the Gonja? What is the capital of Gonja? Yes, Tobo?
Yendi.
Yendi is not correct. Yendi is not correct. But that brings us to the end of your 8 questions. St. Thomas Aquinas. Question 1. In which year was the first Africa Cup of Nations tournament held? Yes, is that Nana Poku?
Yes, 2006.
I'm sorry, it's not 2006. It's not. 1957 is the correct answer. Which among these countries did not take part in the first Africa Cup of Nations tournament? Egypt, Sudan, Ghana, and South Africa. Yes,
Sudan.
Kelvin?
Sudan.
I'm sorry, that is wrong. The correct answer is Ghana. Which African country also called the Peanut Province? Which African country is also called the Peanut Province? Yes, Napoku?
Gambia.
I'm sorry, the correct answer is not the Gambia. The correct answer is the Guinea-Bissau. Who is the current president of the Republic of Benin? Yes, Kelvin?
Mr. Patrice Talon.
Patrice Talon! In what year did Boa Amponsa I lead the adventurers to defeat and seize Chi Wasa? Pass. Who is the current Greater Accra Regional Minister?
Mr. Ishmael Ashiti.
Ishmael Ashite is correct for 10 points. This person led the Ga Adangbe whilst they were migrating from southwestern Nigeria. Who is he? What's his name? Yes, Nana Poku?
The Red Hunter or Ni Ayukushi.
Ni Ayukushi. Peki Hospital was established by which mission? Yes, Kelvin?
The Basel mission.
I'm sorry, it's not the Basel mission. The correct answer is the Bremen mission. It's not the Basel mission. Ladies and gentlemen, please a round of applause for them as they also come to the end of round number 1.
The best things here at Webster in terms of our academics are small classroom settings.
Allowing you to have that feel of just being alone with the teacher.
You get a glimpse of the world in a classroom.
The school is an inclusive school.
I can't think of a better place to study than Webster.
It's a place you could grow without doing much.
Not only do they make you feel like you can succeed, you know you can succeed.
We have a lot of interesting courses.
Socially, it's like a family.
It feels like family.
We have a lot of seminars by the students, and it gives you a lot of time to flourish and develop yourself.
We're diverse, and it's beautiful.
Everyone is very inclusive of everyone else.
Webster will not only change you, it will transform you as well.
Webster University is an American university with both full service and study abroad locations in the USA, Switzerland, Netherlands, Greece, China, the UK, Austria, Thailand, and Ghana.
I hear there's a change somewhere, so substitution for St. Peter's. So our substitutions adequately done. We have Ephraim who has joined us for St. Thomas Aquinas. A round of applause for him. And then Asante Anthony, who has also joined the St. Peter's Senior High School team. At the end of round number 1, the scores are as follows. St. Thomas Aquinas, you have a maximum 30 points that you have amassed in round 1, and St. Peter's has 40 points. So 40 points for St. Peter's and 30 points for St. Thomas Aquinas. Round 2, the questions will be in the area of math, English, and arithmetics. Each school will be posed a question. If you answer the question correctly, you get a maximum 10 points. If it's wrong, you have a penalty of 5. If you forfeit the opportunity to answer the question or answer it wrongly, we'll transfer the question to the opposing school as a bonus question, for which if they answer correctly, they get a maximum 5 points. And if it's wrong, they have a penalty of 5. Question 1. You are to substitute a word for a sentence that I will read. St. Thomas Aquinas. The short remaining end of a cigarette.
The cigarette butt.
The cigarette
Butt.
but. That answer is wrong. I'm going to have to transfer as a bonus question to St. Peter's. Yes, is that answer? Or no, that's Obey Michael.
But.
It's not but. Somebody just said but. Somebody just said but. And it was wrong. St. Peter's Senior High School. A person who brings an action against somebody else in the court of law. Here are the options. A, litigant. B, plaintiff. C, deponent. D, defendant. Yes, Caleb?
Plaintiff.
Plaintiff is correct for 10 points. Plaintiff is correct for 10 points. From the words I will read, choose the alternatives that represent the correct meaning of the idiom. So St. Thomas Aquinas, the idiom is to take umbrage. The options: to flee depressed, to be offended, to be satisfied, and to be pleased. Yes, Nana?
To be offended.
To be offended it is. To be offended it is. For 10 points. St. Peter's, same preamble. To hit the jackpot. A, to gamble. B, to make money unexpectedly. C, to inherit money. And D, to become bankrupt. Yes, Caleb?
To make money unexpectedly.
To make money unexpectedly. That is correct for 10 points. St. Thomas Aquinas. To fall in the mouth. A, bitten by a snake. B, to reveal the secret. C, to be furious. D, to be in extreme hatred. Yes, Nana?
D.
D. D is correct, ladies and gentlemen, for 10 points. St. Peter's Senior High School. A storm in a teacup. A, unexpected event. B, a danger signal. C, much excitement over something trivial. And D, a great noise.
C.
Yes, Caleb?
C. A great excitement over something little.
A great excitement over something trivial. That is correct for 10 points. St. Thomas Aquinas, preamble to both schools. You are to provide from the alternative words that I'll provide a word that best fits into the space in the sentence. Your sentence is, the Pensa president smiled dash him in all his ventures. The options: A, upon; B, on; C, at; D, over. Yes, Nana?
At.
I'm sorry, that's wrong. I'm going to have to pass that question on as a bonus question to St. Peter Senior High School. Yes, is it Anthony?
Upon.
Upon is wrong. St. Peter Senior High School, your main question. She seems offended dash my remarks. A, with; B, for; C, upon; D, at. Yes, Caleb?
At.
At is correct for 10 points. At is correct for 10 points. St. Thomas Aquinas, Miss Ekia bought 60 toffees. She has 8 students in her class. She gave 2 toffees to the youngest student, 3 toffees to the next student, 4 toffees to the next student, and so on. How many toffees did she have left? Yes, is that Sampana?
16.
16 it is. 16 it is. 16 is correct for 10 points. St. Peter Senior High School. Find the value of the following: 101 minus 102 plus 103 minus 104 plus 105 minus 106 plus, you continue in that sequence until you have plus 199 minus 200 plus 201.
Negative
yes,
100.
Is that Asante? Yes?
Negative 100.
I'm sorry, that's wrong. It's not negative 100. It's not negative 100. I'm going to have to go to St. Thomas Aquinas as a bonus question, and St. Thomas Aquinas will let the opportunity pass. St. Thomas Aquinas, your main question. A dog barks every B minutes, and a cat meows every M minutes. If B and M are prime numbers such that B is greater than or equal to 1 and is less than or equal to 10, and M is greater than or equal to 10, less than or equal to 20, what is the greatest number of times they can bark and meow at the same time in a 2-hour period?
So,
yes, Ephraim?
5 times.
5 times is correct. 5 times. 5 times is correct. St. Peter's Senior High School. The sequence 1, 2, 3, XXX, 7, 8, 10, XXX, and continues in that manner, right? That sequence consists of all positive integers except integers which contain the digit 9. The bell is gone. I'm going to have to go to St. Thomas Aquinas as a bonus question.
Don't take it.
Please, some appreciation of what has just gone on. So somebody has an answer they want to try. Sampana says, you dare not. You dare not. And that's what the consultation is about. The team must agree on a particular position. But what answer were you going to provide anyways?
327.
And Sampana is right. Sampana is right. Your main question. Kofi received 3 stickers for every 4 questions answered correctly. How many questions did he answer correctly if he received 24 stickers? Is that Sampana?
32 questions.
32. 32. Your main question. What is the greatest number of consecutive integers that sum to negative 100? I was beginning to wonder when my bell was going to go. So the bell is gone. You forfeit the opportunity to answer the question. I'm going to give that as a bonus question to St. Thomas Aquinas. Anybody with the answer? St. Thomas Aquinas, your main question. A box has a volume of 70 centimeters cube. If the length, width, and the height of the box are all different prime numbers, what is the surface area in cm squared of the box? Okay, that's a bell that's gone. Is that Ephraim?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
So 118 centimeters squared.
118. Farmer Wong laid 20 logs over a distance of 168 meters. The logs were 3 different lengths: 6 meters, 10 meters, and 12 meters. The first 6 logs were the longest in length. How many 6-meter logs did Farmer Wong use? Yes, is that Michael?
1 6-meter length. 1 6-meter log.
I'm sorry, that's wrong. It's not. The answer is not 1. The answer is not 1. I'm sorry. Thomas Aquinas, you also had 1. As soon as they said 1, and you've lost the opportunity to answer the question. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of round number 2. So at the end of round 2, ladies and gentlemen, St. Peter's Senior High School have amassed a total of 20 points, 20.20, and St. Thomas Aquinas has 50 points, 50. Now in round 3, the rules of engagement changed dramatically, and so it's important that both schools pay particular attention to the changes in the rules. This time, you not only have to race with the time, you have to race against the speed at which your colleagues from the other school are able to answer the questions. And so you're racing against your ability to provide the answer, but again, against the speed that they have to provide the answer. So the questions will be read to both schools. On any of the cues, if you have the question, if they are the answer to the question, ring the bell, get acknowledged, provide the answer to the question. If it's right, you have maximum 10 points. If it's not, you have a penalty of 5. If you ring and you provide a wrong answer, we are compelled to finish the clues to the question for the other school to provide the answer to the question. I hope this is clear. Clear. Question 1 to both schools. It is the amount of energy needed to raise the temperature of a unit mass. Yes, St. Thomas Aquinas.
Specific heat capacity.
Specific heat capacity. This unit is the specific heat for a gram. Yes, obey Michael.
Joule per gram Kelvin.
I'm not going to take that. This unit is the specific heat or gram of water, typically as it is warmed from 15 to 16 degrees Celsius. to both schools. As opposed to heat capacity, specific heat is this kind of Yes, Obey Michael?
Latent heat.
I'm not going to take that. I'll finish the clues to the question. Specific heat is this kind of property, like temperature and density, that is independent of the scale of the system.
Mass.
Yes?
Mass.
I'm sorry, it's not mass. To both schools, what 5-letter name is given? Yes, Obey Michael?
Magma.
Magma is correct. Magma is correct for 10 points. To both schools, lava often flows out of a volcano without an eruption through what flat linear cracks? Yes? St. Peter's?
Fishes. Fishes.
Fishes. Fishes. Fishes. Fishes. Mafic lava, which is common in underwater volcanoes, is rich in what rock whose forms include gabbro? Yes? Obey Michael?
Igneous rock.
I'm not gonna take igneous rock. I won't take igneous rock. Yes, Nana?
Intrusive or plutonic rocks.
I'm not sure that answer is correct. To both schools, you'll be answering these questions about mirror images. Mirror images. In what kind of biological symmetry does a Yes, Nana, Nana?
Bilateral symmetry.
Bilateral symmetry. A mirror image reflection can result from what kind of physical transformation that changes the sign of one, or sometimes
reflection.
Yes, Nana?
Reflection.
I won't take reflection. Let me finish the clues to the question. Unless I had your bell. I haven't had your bell. Okay. That changes the sign of 1 or sometimes 3 spatial coordinates. It's the P in CPT invariance. It is the P in CPT invariance. I had my bell before yours, so I'm not going to give you the opportunity to get 10 marks. To both schools, what type of stereoisomers are non-superimposable? Yes, is that Obey Mike? Who ran the Asante?
Optical isomers.
What?
Optical isomers.
I'm not going to take that. I'm going to have to finish the clue. Yeah, your bell is gone. Yes?
Enantiomers.
Enantiomers. To both schools, the quasi-biennial oscillation occurs in this region, and so do nacreous clouds. Leon Terzenek discovered this region, noting that in it, air temperature rises with altitude. Located between 5 and 30 miles above Earth's surface, it is beneath the mesosphere. You let me finish. Obey Michael?
The stratosphere.
Stratosphere. The stratosphere. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to the end of round number 3. An appreciation for these two schools.
LSU has a vision for tomorrow, one that shows what fierce can do. Out of love for our neighbors and pride in our state, we give all we have, because ours is a spirit without equal, unyielding, unstoppable, making our big world a much better world. LSU, fierce minds, fierce hearts, fierce for the future.
At the end of round 3, St. Peter's Senior High School amasses 15 points and St. Thomas Aquinas equally has 15 points. So they ironed it out. Please, a round of applause for them as they leave, and we have our math students for commencement of round number 4. The rules of engagement are the same. The question we read to both of you On any of the cues, if you have the answer to the question, ring the bell, get acknowledged, provide the answer to the question. If it's correct, you have a maximum of 10 points. If it's not, you have a penalty of 5. To both schools. A ladder has 7 rungs. An ant is going to climb the ladder without retracing any part of its path to get to the top rung of the ladder. Given that the ant starts at A, the middle of the bottom rung, how many different ways can the ant get to point B, the middle of the top rung? My bell is gone. You both forfeit the opportunity to get 10 points. Question 2. How many digit 7s appear in the numbers from 700 to 1000 inclusive? Yes, Asante Anthony?
30. 30.
I'm sorry, that's wrong. That cannot be correct.
35.
If it is not 30, it must be 35. But I'm sorry, Ephraim, the answer is wrong. There are 160. 160. 160. Please put your hands together for the two of them. We have Nana Poku, and then we have Nkansa Eric for general knowledge. The rules of engagement haven't changed as you saw in round 3. I'll read the questions to both of you. If you have the answer to the question, ring the bell, get acknowledged, provide the answer to the question. If the answer is right, you have 10 points. If not, you have a penalty of 5. May the best candidate in the best school win. Question 1. Which of the following is the most dominant food crop in the world? A. Cocoa. B. Millet. C. Sorghum. D. Wheat. My bell is gone. And I see risk mitigation strategies. I see risk mitigation strategies on both sides. The correct answer is wheat. 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 To both schools, what is the name given to the clusters that are formed by the stars in the universe? Yes, and Cancer Eric?
Galaxy.
Galaxies. Galaxies. Galaxies are correct. Yes, you may take leave of us as we welcome candidates to respond to questions in general science. Again, the rules haven't changed. Ring the bell, get acknowledged on any of the cues if you have the answer. Provide the answer. If it's correct, you have 10 points. If it's not, there's a penalty of 5. May the best candidate and best school win. Question 1. One form of this phenomenon was measured with the Mossbauer effect by Robert Pound and Glenn Retker. Special relativity was tested by Herbert Ivers and G.R. Stilwell using the transverse form of this effect. Moving galaxies may exhibit a form of it, which is called redshift. The charge in the yes, Obin Michael?
The Doppler effect.
Doppler. The Doppler effect. The Doppler effect. You have the answers here. This is, you want a stress ball? I can find you one. Don't get stressed, just relax. In physics, question 2, in physics, this term can describe pairs of variables governed by the uncertainty principle. In biology, it describes a process in which bacteria exchanges genetic material through direct contact. Yes, Sampana?
Genetic recombination.
I'm not sure that is right. I'll finish the rest of the clues. In organic chemistry, this word describes compounds with alternating double and single bonds. For 10 points, give this word that in Bronsted-Lowry theory describes the base formed when an acid loses its proton. Yes, Open Michael?
A conjugate.
Conjugate! The conjugate. And that is correct for 10 points. I see the magic in the stress ball. So you're going to be answering questions in English. I indicated earlier the rules of engagement will not change, they will be the same. I'm going to read 2 questions to you in succession. On any of the cues, if you have the right answer to the question, right, ring the bell, get acknowledged, provide the answer to the question. If it's correct, we give you the maximum 10 points. I'm ready when you both are. What name is usually given to the choice of words?
Diction.
Yes, another Kwame?
Diction.
Diction is correct for 10 points. Diction. To both schools, you are to choose the best substitution for an expression. The expression is to examine one's own thoughts and feelings. A, meditation. B, retrospection. Yes, Caleb?
Retrospection.
I am sorry, I won't take retrospection, so I'll finish the clues. C, reflection, and D, introspection. Nana Kwame?
Introspection.
Intro. Introspection. Retrospection is not necessarily about you inherently. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the competition between St. Thomas Aquinas Senior High School and St. Peter's Senior High School. And at the end of the competition, at the end of this contest, one school amasses 95 points, and that is St. Peter's Senior High School. And St. Thomas Aquinas Senior High School has a total of 105 points. 105. This means that the end of the journey is here for you, St. Peter's Senior High School. But for you, St. Thomas Aquinas, you progress to the next stage of the competition, and we say congratulations, and we're looking forward to seeing you meet other illustrious institutions that have managed to survive either by strategies of attack or defense. In this case, I have seen a brilliant display of defensive tactics by Sampana from St. Thomas Aquinas. Ladies and gentlemen and our viewers at home, next week you should join us as St. Rose's Senior High School and at the Sadell College, the Santa Clausians from Cape Coast battle it out on the Sharks academic competition here to determine who reigns supreme at the end of the third edition of the competition. My name is Patrick Stephenson, and I have been your quizmaster for today.
Whenever Princess starts, the neighbors do complain that her voice and the beats are too loud. Who is scared of the voices of tomorrow's superstars?
You are special in your way.
It's me, like no other.
No one else can do it like you.
It's me.
Must be a neighbor.
You special in your way.
It's me, like no other.
No one else can do it like you.
It's me, like no other.
Here's to all amazing moms who identify and nurture the uniqueness in our kids.
Indomie instant noodles tastes great. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.